2 laps of fuel left. The rain is a few laps out yet, but it is coming. Be careful.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to Melbourne for the opening race of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to the Australian Grand Prix. The Melbourne circuit is certainly one that needs to be taken seriously. Its combination of slippery surfaces and difficult corners make it a tricky track when it comes to overtakes. Drivers find it hard to pass and will need to take full advantage of those DRS zones if they want to have any hope of breaking through. A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as we get another year of Formula 1 underway.
We're into those tense few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot, turbulent wake of other cars in practice, and they've not been pushing at 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and just starting behind them is Daniel Kvyat, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Gardner, Lance Stroll and Russell, Ocon, Gasly, Ricciardo and Carlos Sainz. Norris, Albon, Charles Leclerc and Bottas, Latifi, Alesi, Kevin Magnussen and Sergio Perez, Matsushita, De Vries, Giovinazzi and Guan Yu Zhou. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Thank you, Jeff. Welcome everybody to another JDM racing video. It's season 3, round 1, Australia. We're in 4th place on the grid. Qualifying and practice was very tricky. The car was not balanced well. It felt like a massive handful. We really struggled. So getting 4th place behind Lewis, who is our new teammate, by the way. Lewis Hamilton signed in the off season, and yeah, we've got him signed up and on board to try and get us this Constructors Championship, wrestle it away from Mercedes, and hopefully one of us can win the Drivers' Championship as well in front of Max Verstappen, the reigning world champion, if we can. Guan Yu Zhou has replaced Roman Grosjean, who's retired at the Haas team, and that's the only kind of stuff from off-season that I can remember being relevant. We are still second in terms of R&D and overall car strength, effectiveness, whatever you want to call it. So we are the second best car on the grid behind the Mercedes still, even after all the changes and regulations changes and that kind of thing. So we managed to recoup a lot of what we'd lost on the engine and the chassis. Not all of the chassis, but we managed to limit the damage on those in the skill tree. So as for today, I mean, we've got to look at a podium. It depends on how the race goes. If Max just runs away with it. The Renaults have been very fast as well, I've noticed in practice, so we're going to have to watch out for them. But yeah, other than that, we got to try and get a podium and see if we can kick this season off with a bang. Hopefully one of us will get the win. I have a feeling we'll be better in race trim, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's do it. We get a fairly decent getaway. With a boost alongside Lewis. There's a little tap there, but get on the brakes. Fiat is in the lead. We've got George Russell coming through. I'm going to dive back up the inside of George Russell, get that 4th place back. We have to be very cautious in that first couple of corners. Didn't want to take our teammate out. Fiat in the lead, I believe.
We've held position on lap 1. That's not great, but it's not terrible. Stay focused.
Got a little bit of daylight between ourselves and George Russell. There goes the bollard. Lap 1. Lewis is going to be chasing after Max. Yeah, there was a little pocket of time. I think it was his home race, the Russian Grand Prix. Fiat looked really on it. He pushed us hard for that race win. I remember thinking, like, is this just because it's his home Grand Prix? Or has Fiat got genuine pace? And I guess today answers that question. The car has been very understeery all weekend. And it looks like George Russell's been overtaken in the Mercedes by Ocon. Max is all over the back of Fiat, can't get past him. Looks like he's got solid pace as well. Got to hope at this point some good work in the pit stops. Vault ourselves past.
In this lap, push now.
Kind of stuck where we are right now. Hoping we undercut. Jumping.
Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
Wow! We just nearly lost it there. Give Stroll a little tap. Coming off that curb, almost lost the car completely. That was scary.
Exit now. We're racing on the exit. Go, go, go. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
So we get out comfortably ahead of Stroll.
Yellow flag. Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Well, that's a Ferrari, looks like. That's Perez blown up.
Virtual safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Virtual safety car is deployed. Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green. The track is clear. Green flag.
I feel like we got chipped on that safety car a bit.
Lewis is in the pits.
Comes Lewis. Be taking a load of people here. Back out behind Lewis. Looks like Fiat has been overtaken by Verstappen. Maybe Max hasn't pitted yet.
Bottas is stopping now.
Verstappen close to the fastest lap.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
Fast and defended at the moment. But yeah, it's still up there, hanging on with Lewis. Closer.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
So yeah, it's just holding Lewis up, which is dragging me and Stroll into play.
Verstappen's in first place.
Get DRS this time.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
Giovinazzi's out. Gonna send one up the inside. From a long way back.
Caution, caution.
It's Giovinazzi's dead car.
Green flag, green flag. We're racing again. This is your final lap of the race.
Both got DRS. Oh, we sent one up the inside of Lewis.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
He's not going to be happy about that. Come home third.
Top job, my friend, top job. I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but you've pulled through. Thank you.
After some barge tactics on our teammate.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Max Verstappen's excellent result today sees him take over as leader of the Drivers' Championship. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Often my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an especially impressive feat during the race. However, in this instance, I was more impressed by Max Verstappen's solid, clean driving throughout the event.
Let's move on to the Constructors. The owner Drivers team moved to the top of the table. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
So, the results are in. Max Verstappen with a 1 minute 24.1 takes the fastest lap, an extra point for a maximum score of 26 points for this season. This championship kicks it off with a bang. Daniel Kvyat is second in the Renault, had a really strong race. very consistent, managed to keep Hamilton behind him. We managed to do a dive bomb on our teammate and took the podium. I don't know, there's going to be some inquests into that. I'm sure Hamilton won't be happy with our conduct, but we kind of own the team, so unlucky. Stroll with the 5th, he had a really solid race, was putting us under some pressure as well for the latter half of that Grand Prix after the pit stops. Ricciardo, home race, solid, 6th place. Ocon in 7th, Lando and Pierre Gasly in 8th and 9th for McLaren, and Albon with the final point for AlphaTauri. Sainz disappointing to not even get a point in the Red Bull there. George Russell, wow, had a nightmare race, started 6th and ended up 12th. Ferrari's woes continue with just their really poor car, and Guan Yu Zhou is the last finisher of the runners that didn't blow up or have their car sat off at the side of the track. So, in terms of the standings, Max Verstappen leads the way. We are in 3rd with our teammate just slotted behind us in 4th, but the double score for us and the no score for Russell means that we are a point ahead in the Constructors. So that's good news for us. Highlights. This was very tetchy off the start. We had to I think we got clipped there, we had to brake and make sure we didn't hit Lewis. Just tucked in behind in 4th place. There was a few wobbly moments throughout the race as well. That's when we took the bollards off with us. This is a little nudge on Stroll after we'd nearly crashed. Managed to get back past him. Oh, that was the Ferrari blowing up. Perez's sick Ferrari. Our nose all scuffed up. This could be the move. Oh! All elbows out. We didn't actually make that one stick, I don't think. This is the one we did. Following Fiat over the line for 3rd and 4th. So all in all, it has to be said, we've got some R&D to do. We need to improve on some areas, the chassis mainly, try and make up those points and parts that we lost, because we are quite off the Mercedes in terms of ultimate pace, I think. I mean, the ultimate fastest lap there, 4 tenths for me and 7 tenths for Lewis. That's not great. So we'll need to get the guys back at the factory working hard and try and claw back some of that deficit, and hopefully in the races to come we can claw some of that advantage that they've got back to our side. But it's good. It's good news that Lewis and I are both scoring points. I wonder if George Russell is going to be the weak link for Mercedes this season. Let's see. Let's see. But if you like this video, why not drop a like? If you've subscribed, great. If you haven't subscribed, why not? Maybe you'd like to. Maybe you'd get notified anytime a Garbo 83 video goes up. And in the meantime, take care, look after yourself, and I'll see you in the next race. We should be going to Bahrain, I believe. Hopefully we can kick the season off with our first win. See if we can achieve that, and take the fight to Max and the drivers. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.